Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I am Christine, Crafty Southern Home. This week is going to be two easy projects, Dollar Tree items, some reindeer. Hope you guys like it. Watch all the way to the end. Thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber to my channel. I appreciate it so much. You guys are awesome and hope you're having a wonderful Christmas season.
Alright, y'all, I'm going to show you everything I'm using all at one time. It's just two easy little projects. So you're going to pick up two ornaments with the reindeer from Dollar Tree. And I've got a little wood plaque. I think I got that from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to use a mixture of two acrylic browns that I have. One's more of a gold. And then I've got a bottle brush tree from Dollar Tree. Some snow. I either got that from Dollar Tree or Hobby Lobby a couple of years ago. Some rub and buff. Some black chalk paint, some cottage white chalk paint, and antiquing wax, and then this little plaque I got from my local Goodwill store. It didn't have anything on it. It was just like that. And then I'm using my drill to drill a hole into the little wood plaque, little wood round, because that's going to be an ornament. And the other one is just going to sit as a little table decor. Anyhow, I'm going to take my cottage white, and I'm doing two coats on this. Now you can distress this. I did not. Sometimes I really like the distressing, and sometimes it gets a little much for me, but it's to your liking. That's what crafting is, you guys. Whatever appeals to you, or if you're selling items in a booth, it's going to be whatever you think appeals to your customers, your clients. So I did one good coat of this and then touched up wherever needed. And then I'm going to come in with my little deer and remove his embellishments. And then I am going to, on my bottle brush tree, I'm going to use the antiquing wax, because those bottoms to them, the trunks, to me, they look too fakey. So the antiquing wax is going to give it more of a realistic look. It's going to take some of that yellowish out, that natural. So then I'm going to take my deer, and then I did not try to get any of that glitter off, but both of these little ornaments are covered in glitter. I did not try to take any of that off. I'm just going to simply go over that with my black chalk paint. And his antlers, do not paint them. I used the rub and buff just strictly on them with a little, one of my little artist brush. I just wanted to get that. It was kind of hard to get that rub and buff all around those little cracks on the inside and all, but I finally got it. Then I'm going to come in with the rub and buff as well and hit some points on the deer just to make them stand out a little bit more. And you can use that brown paint on the deer if you wanted to, but I was going for more of a glam look for this. I've got a woodland thing this year, and I just wanted to make him a little bit more glamorous. So that's why I'm coming in with the black and the gold. I think those are very good together. So to glue him down, I am going to use a combination of, this is my first time using this product, it's the Titebond Quick and Thick. Usually I use the E6000, but sometimes with the plastics, they don't really hold real good. So I am using the Quick and Thick, and I really do like this product. But I'm using a combination of that and hot glue. Now, I did learn, for whatever reason, do not mix the two. It never did stick, so I had to come back and clean it all off. But I used a little bit of the Quick and Thick, and then I used a little bit of the hot glue. Try to get them not to touch, and then it holds perfect. So I'm gluing his little feet down. I guess you could have come underneath and put some nails in it. I don't know. I would have been scared he would have fallen apart, torn apart. So anyhow, this is my combination. And then I'm going to do this with the tree as well. Then I am going to take some Mod Podge with a brush and put that all over the bottom of my plaque. I did leave some spots bare, and the reason why is because I'm going to put the snow on there. And I wanted it to look more like a dusting, not like he was trudging in thick snow, but more like a dusting of snow. So I didn't put it all up under the tree, and I didn't put it all up underneath the deer, just because if he were standing there and it was snowing, it wouldn't get all up underneath him. And I did put some actually on that tree, even though it does have a frosted look to it. And I did put some on my deer as well. Now, that made an absolute mess, but it's hard to work with. So anyhow, I did come back after the first dried and put some more down. Now that little wreath I'm putting around him actually comes from the second project, but I thought it would look cute hanging around his neck. I hot glued it. I think it did pop apart, but you can actually just, it's that wired wreath, so you can actually just twist that around and it'll hold. But I did like the little wreath around his little neck. So you'll just see me here finishing up with this snow, and I hope you guys really like this project. Our second project, you just want to remove everything. This was just on by some little twist wires, and I did not reuse the little wreath part yet, but I think I am going to use that for something for my tree. And then see, I'm going to fix him up and mount him on this. So I take apart everything, and again, that's the little wreath I used on the first project. I am going to paint him a combination of those two browns, and I did the antlers and all over his head. Now, to me, it looks a little too goldish still, but my other browns looked too much dark brown, and I wanted him more to have a color of an actual deer. So I did come back with my antiquing wax and laid that on and used some paper towels to take off. And again, antiquing wax, you just put on as heavy as you want, as little as you want, and then take off with your paper towel as much as you want to. But then I did not use the antiquing wax on the antlers. I actually used the rub and buff on the antlers just to have a little bit of a difference there. I thought that looked better. And then the antiquing wax, I am going to take it as well and put some on that wood round, because to me it looked a little too yellow. So I'm going to use it on there. Now again, to put this down, I'm going to do the same combination of the hot glue and the Titebond glue. And I did do him a little down from the center because I needed to put a hole in the top to put a little ribbon through to be able to hang him. And if I hadn't come down, it would have been hard to get that hole up in there with his head right in the way. So you'll see he's a little off center. Then I take a Dollar Tree garland. I decided last minute to use one of those. Projects always evolve, you guys. And then I did take that and cut that down to size and put it all around his little head and hot glued that to the wood round. And then I had some little pickberries that I've used in many projects from Hobby Lobby. And I just cut those down and placed a few in that wreath. Drilled my hole. And I used some lace ribbon that I got from Hobby Lobby. Now, little trick to it is I used one of my doll needles, and that is DOLL needles. They're thicker, and they have a pretty large opening on the head for them. So what I did is, as long as I got one corner in there, I was able to pull it all the way through, and then that's how I was able to get that fatter ribbon in that smaller hole that I drilled. So that is a tip for you guys. Those doll needles, I use them for lots of projects. They come in very, very handy. Um, so I that's what I used and just tied it. And he is actually hanging on my Christmas tree because this year is a woodland theme. But I hope you guys enjoy these. Leave me some comments. Let me know which one was your favorite and if you're going to try any of these. I think I'm going back to Dollar Tree and getting some more, especially of this little guy, and making some wood rounds out of him. But let me know if you guys enjoyed it. You guys are awesome, and please enjoy this season. Thank you so much.